What's up, guys? This is Eric with Blah Freaking Blah, and I finally watched American Ultra. So this is the first video in a new series called I Finally Watched, because I, like you, have tons of movies on my watch list, my Netflix queue, and it's just grown exponentially over the past few years. So I am working this year to get a lot of those off my plate. And with that, it actually turns out I want to do a series too called Under the Radar, where I recommend movies that I've seen that I feel like a lot of people probably missed. And, you know, this one would be not just for any small movie, but for movies that I find particularly valuable to watch. So if I would recommend it to you, look under the Radar playlist on blahfreakingblah.com. This, as you can tell if I'm going to include it in both, is a movie well worth watching. It stars Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart, and it's written by Max Landis, who is the son of John Landis. Max Landis has a lot of, fans and detractors alike, it seems, on the internet. I have only seen Chronicle. Actually, let me take that back. I saw Chronicle and his Death of Superman short film, where he talks a lot about, and it's well worth your time. I will put that in the recommended viewing on blahfreakingblah.com. So go check that out. It's hilarious. I mean, they reenact so much of it, and his thoughts on the death of Superman are just awesome and entertaining. So, to this film, it was a complete bomb. It made, I think, between $5 and $10 million. It just came and went to theaters when it came out. And, but I always wanted to see it because it looked entertaining, and I was a big fan of Chronicle, which Max Landis wrote. And finally got around to watching it. It is currently streaming on Amazon Prime and, I think, Hulu. So if you have either one of those services, you can check them out there. I'm going to tell you, within the first 15 or 20 minutes, I looked at my wife and said, now this is the son of John Landis. Because this film, which is a humorous take on the Bourne franchise, is because for the first time I see that mix of seriousness and humor that John Landis was so known for. Those films had a weird balance of a mix of humor and violence and gore, and like the case of American Werewolf in London, horror, which this movie didn't have horror elements, but the violence and the gore and the humor and the personal characters as well were all present, where you really felt for the characters like you did in John Landis films, especially his early works, but only the people. Bureaucrats, on the other hand, are written as snarky, sarcastic, immature, childish, people. So Jesse Eisenberg plays a stoner. And kind of a nod to Clerks, he runs a convenience store that no one shops in. And he sits around, he draws cartoons all day, and he talks to his stoner girlfriend, Kristen Stewart, who does a great job. And, basically he's just living his life. He has panic attacks anytime he ever tries to get out of town, so he's pretty much a homebody. Has this strange visit from a lady who keeps repeating this jargon over to him. Now this, she would be, you can watch the trailer and see that she's trying to activate him, and he's so stoned that the words aren't getting through to him.
Is that a lyric from something?
But needless to say, it sticks, and some guys come over and they're planting a bomb on his car, and he basically says, "Hey, get away from my car." And they try to kill him, and he, in short order, kills them instead, and then calls his girlfriend, freaking out that he just killed two guys. So from there, chaos ensues. You have the likes of John Leguizamo as the caricature of a drug dealer, and you have Topher Grace as the snarky CIA desk jockey who is on his first field ops and the power's going straight to his head. All in all, this film was very well shot. It was low budget, and I warn you now that if you don't really like graphic violence, this would not be the film to go see. The violence does get pretty graphic. It has a lot of the CGI gore, which I'm still not a fan of, but it serves its purpose okay. In this film, it's not overly terrible, but it does get, it is a violent good time. The movie's hilarious. I laughed throughout the entire thing. The action scenes are well done. This movie reminded me a lot of Guy Ritchie's early films, as far as the way the tone and the violence is mixed up. Not exactly as stylish as Guy Ritchie, But movies like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, I think we had good performances from pretty much every person in the movie. And I highly encourage you to see the movie. It's a fantastic, violent, funny, good time. And I'm glad to see that those good elements from Senior Landis has rubbed off onto Junior, and I look forward to seeing more films that he does. Anyway, guys, did you see American Ultra? If you did, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of it. Will you go see it now? If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Happy New Year, everybody. This is my first official video for 2017. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time with my Underworld Blood Wars review, which will be coming up this weekend after I see the film. So, hope to see you then. See you next time.